Coming up on Fox 54 News Now, an inmate on the run causing fear throughout the community. We're live this morning as deputies work to track him down.
Plus, some new details this morning about that deadly military plane crash near Savannah. The intense 911 calls made seconds after the tragedy. We've got those stories and much more for you today. It's Tuesday, May 8th, 2018.
Good morning, CSRA. Thank you for joining us here at 7 a.m. I'm Stephanie Lopez.
Top of the morning to you. I'm C.E. Huffman. Glad you're here with us for your only live local newscast. And you know what? It is going to be another warm, spectacular day. It's feeling more like summer as we get into the week. And Stephanie, you said it was nice and crisp this morning when you got here.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I almost wanted to throw on a light little sweater.
Oh,
but,
yes. Really?
Yeah, really.
All right.
I don't know. Are folks who are waking up now or waking up much later than we do, are they going to need anything like that, Jay?
Well, there's a possibility there for you, a little light sweater, because some feel like it's still pretty chilly. But what I want to show you, I'm just going to get right to it because we have the heat and the humidity headed our way. And this is going to be my surprising forecast. 83 for this afternoon, 86 for Wednesday, Thursday of 92, 93 on Friday, but Saturday it's going to get up to about 94 degrees. And the reason being, this is the day that we're going to break the ice for this young man to actually turn on his air conditioner for, say, coming up on Friday and also on the Saturday and Sunday. So the conditions there for you about a minute after the hour will continue to be pretty much dry from Waynesboro back over to, say, Richmond County. 59 degrees at Augusta Regional Airport. The winds are calm. The skies are sunny. 90% relative humidity. And again, with those dry conditions will be continuing. No problems when it comes to the rain chances. Pretty much slim to none for the next 7 days. So the breakdown of our temperatures, 76 degrees at noontime. This afternoon of 81, 82 degrees by 5, and then 80 degrees by 7. Let's get to our news now. Here's Stephanie and CE on this Tuesday morning.
Thank you, Jay. And right now, major concern in the Augusta community as an inmate on the run continues to hide out in Richmond County. Deputies still trying to zero in on his location.
And the escape of the convicted drug trafficker could have some local schools on lockdown again this morning if he is not caught. Our Fox 54 News Now reporter Maya Payton live at the Sheriff's Office. She's got the very latest developments in this case. Good morning to you, Maya.
Good morning, you guys. The inmate has been on the run since yesterday morning after escaping work detail on Wrightsboro Road. Now, Richmond County deputies are still looking for 63-year-old Raul Prado. Authorities tell us he is 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, and now has salt and pepper color hair. Yesterday's search calls for Richmond County schools in the area to be on lockdown, including Daniel Field Airport. Now, investigators say they believe Prado is in the area and they are working around the clock to find him. We spoke to one woman who is confident that law enforcement will get the job done.
60 years old, I can't even walk to the block. Nah, he ain't getting far. Not with all these police, that's just like a roach in a corner.
And investigators are urging anyone who spots Prado or has any information to call 911 immediately. Now, as CE mentioned earlier, schools could be on lockdown again this morning. I will keep you updated on the status of those schools in Richmond County. Maya Payton, Fox 54 News Now.
Thank you so much, Maya. Lunch fees might go up for students next school year in Aiken County. School board members will talk about increasing rates at their next meeting tonight. It starts at 7. They'll also discuss pay raises for school employees as well as the bond referendum that passed last week.
The folks in Grovetown will experience that brown water again this week. Now, the city is testing and flushing fire hydrants. It starts today and goes through Thursday. This is the second week the city has been testing and flushing fire hydrants. It's to make sure that those hydrants are working properly and remove any of that buildup in the water pipes. CD leaders say the brown water is not harmful, but it's going to stain your laundry possibly. So folks are advised not to wash clothes between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. this week.
And a mother and her 2 children are dead following a crash in South Carolina. Highway Patrol says that crash was caused by an alligator. It happened early yesterday morning on I-95 in Orangeburg County. Highway Patrol says the alligator was crossing the street when the mom hit the animal. Their car hit a tree and caught fire. We're told the 24-year-old mother, as well as her 2-year-old daughter and 4-year-old son, all died from burns. The family was from Florida.
We're now hearing the tragic moments after the deadly military plane crashed near Savannah. All 9 Air National Guardsmen from Puerto Rico died. Chatham County releasing the recordings detailing the seconds that followed the crash.
To the Chatham, response to an accident with injuries, Highway 21 and Gulfstream Road, Highway 21 and Gulfstream Road for a military jet that crashed.
I'm in route.
Where's the plane at? Went down 21 and Gulfstream, that's all we know right now. We don't know how many that's on board. Toward Gulfstream and Highway 21, there's a large black cloud on the ground. Most of the units responding to the plane crash, there are massive flames on scene, massive flames across 21 and Crossgate.
I'm on scene. Fire's too hot. I can't get close enough to the plane. I'm even to set up 21 South over by 307 area on that side of this wreckage. If we do have any survivors, it's going to be the fastest way for them to get out of here. I need all 21 shut down. I need 200 if you get assist at 307. I need a shutdown right there at Crossgate Gulfstream. I have minor explosions still going off over here.
That crash happened at 11:27 last Wednesday morning on Highway 21. Investigators are still working to find out what caused that plane to go down. There's still no timeline as to when that section of the road will reopen.
And the Port Wentworth mayor is considering a memorial to honor the lives of those 9 airmen who died in that C-130 crash last week. Mayor Gary Norton says since the area has a heavy military presence, a memorial is the right thing to do. In Puerto Rico, flags are still flying at half-staff. The governor declared 9 days of mourning last week, one day to remember each of the lives lost. And the family of a man killed by police in Savannah say they're tired of waiting for answers. They want the feds to take over the case. The family's attorney will ask the district attorney to hand the investigation over to the U.S. Department of Justice by 4 p.m. today. Ricky Boyd was shot by police in January. His family claims the shooting was unjustified. Boyd was considered a murder suspect at the time. Investigators say he confronted them with a BB gun. The family says that they don't trust the DA to do a fair investigation.
Well, smokers may not be able to light up in bars or clubs in Augusta. That's if commissioners make those buildings smoke-free. Commissioners are expected to talk about that ban today. And this all started when Breathe Easy Augusta asked for tougher smoking regulations. Commissioners who support the ordinance say it's a way to reduce secondhand smoke. Now, if the ban is passed, it will not include hookah or vaping businesses.
And the family of a deputy who died continues to give back and help students go to college. The family of Chief Robert Buddy Hendry gave a $1,000 scholarship to Mary Tyler Morris. She's a senior at Grovetown High School. The scholarship is given to a student planning to major in criminal justice. Chief Hendry was the first director of school safety in Columbia County. He died in 2012 after battling cancer. His wife created the scholarship in his honor.
Well, a plant that's illegal to grow in many states is on the path to be South Carolina's most profitable crop. The state's industrial hemp program will double in size for the second year. 20 farmers were licensed last year to grow hemp for research purposes. Agriculture leaders say their phones have been ringing off the hook with folks wanting to sign up for next year.
Prospective growers throughout the state are eager to join the program, even without knowing exactly where it's going to grow best.
Now, the harvesting for hemp won't begin until June. Leaders want to clear up the confusion between hemp and marijuana. Hemp is not grown as a drug.
And fair housing advocates plan to sue Secretary Ben Carson and the Department of Housing and Urban Development. They'll file a lawsuit today for suspending an Obama-era fair housing rule. It requires communities getting federal money to address barriers of racial integration. Now, those communities could lose federal funding if they don't. So far, Carson hasn't commented.
The National Rifle Association has a new president this morning. Oliver North is a Fox News contributor and served as the Deputy Director of National Security Council under President Ronald Reagan. He was found guilty back in the 1980s for the illegal sale of arms to Iran. The NRA, though, calls North the absolute best choice to lead the group. Now, he's expected to begin his new role within a few weeks and retire from his position at Fox News.
And a Navy SEAL will receive one of the military's highest honors. President President Trump will award the Medal of Honor to Britt Slabinski. Later this month, the Master Chief Special Warfare Operator led a 2002 firefight and rescue mission atop a mountain in Afghanistan. He'll receive his Medal of Honor during a ceremony on May 24th.
First Lady Melania Trump wants to help children. She unveiled her platform yesterday called the Be Best campaign. It will include programs to fight opioid addiction, cyberbullying, and improve self-esteem.
Let us teach our children the difference between right and wrong and encourage them to be best in their individual paths in life.
Now, critics have pointed out the irony of her focus on cyberbullying when her husband, President Trump, has used Twitter to attack his political enemies.
7:10 is your time. Students are going hungry, but parents say one school district doesn't care what they say the school is doing instead of feeding children.
Plus, it's being called a miracle. His family thought he died, but he was actually alive. Hear their explanation coming up.
Well, those temperatures across the area, basically, we're going to be about 68 degrees coming in at 9 a.m. this morning, and then 78 degrees by 1. We're up to 82 by 5 p.m. Stick around. We got that 7-day forecast and the latest in our radar when we return in about 3 minutes. You're watching WFXG Fox 54 News Now.